Abuja Global Shapers is super grateful to Climate Reality for providing us with a grant to plant trees in Abuja and environs. Over the past few months, we have worked with our grantees and partners to plant over 5,300 trees in Abuja. These trees have been planted in urban and rural areas to address localized problems and also reduce the impact of climate change, and at the same time enable the country to improve its carbon sink capacity. We have planted trees in areas to address erosion and runoff as part of our effort to conserve the soil. And we also planted trees in areas where deforestation is a significant problem. Because in rural communities, lots of people tend to use firewood and they cut off trees and leave the land exposed. We have planted trees in rural communities to replace trees that locals have cut down for firewood. The idea was to plant the trees to replace these old trees and also educate the local community on the importance of preserving trees and planting new trees. We're able to speak with the community leaders, speak with the community members, and they understood the importance of preserving the environment and also protecting biodiversity.
We embarked on this project because we actually want to pass the message of tree planting, biodiversity, and a message around climate change as it affects a lot of people in the community. So we participated in this project, to not only plant trees or to also pass the message around climate change mitigation and adaptation, to the community where we actually picked to carry out the project. We carried out the project at the University of Abuja. The location inside the university was along the students' teaching and research farm. So the main reason why we actually chose that location is for the benefit of the students and also the commuters are living within the university campus. So part of the advantage or impact of the tree is to actually help serve as shades for students when they are carrying out their practical activities. It will also go a long way to reduce carbon footprint in the community. It would also encourage biodiversity conservation, as a lot of insects and fungi would take the tree as their home.
So we planted our trees along the Gwarinpa-Kuba Expressway. We planted about 450 trees. One of the things that it will give will be, it will beautify the express. There are no trees on the express completely. So having those trees there would, beautify the express, add color, and people will breathe fresh air around that environment. Also, because it was on the express and we did that tree planting on a Saturday, we got a lot of, kudos, people passing, seeing young people, planting trees there. A lot of people stopped to say, well done, great job. And then those trying to cross, the pedestal bridge also were, impressed. Some even stood and there was this particular young man, he even helped us out, helped us carry our trees from the truck and put in, in some holes. So we got a lot of support from passersby.
We decided to plant trees because it's one of the cheapest ways to remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. We planted these seedlings in residential areas around the FCT. We chose these places specifically because some of them suffered from erosion and they didn't even have trees at all. Most of our beneficiaries have said that the trees have helped to reduce erosion in their localities, and by gifting out these seedlings to them, they have new friends and they have fallen in love with nature.
We're
here today at Kubwa, in Kubwa Phase 3, in a school called Model Primary School, also a junior secondary school as well. So basically, the school had just one toilet facility. The Model Primary School has one toilet facility. And as we can see, erosion just went through the school, the toilet facility, rendering the facility useless. And now the kids have to openly defecate outside, which shouldn't be the case. And we all know that trees help to hold the earth, and also trees do so much in the area of just keeping our environment safe, the air we breathe, the fruits we eat, also economic trees that help us to make money, So there's just so much that trees do for us. And so we're here today working with the kids to try to plant the 450 trees, and also to create an orchard, a school farm, like an orchard with fruits where they can also they can go to at any time and get fruits from. So it's a long-term project that is supposed to span 20 years, of them nurturing the trees. We're going to be naming the trees after people. We are very honored to have guest of honors here that supported the project. The president of the High Court was here to support the project. We're very humbled by that, and the turnout of the people that came here today to support this project. So we're grateful once again to the Abuja Global Shapers for the opportunity to be able to carry out this project, and thankful for everyone who came out to support the project as well.
It was interesting to go to Kuje. We went to Kuje and we planted in 3 different schools. One of the schools that didn't have the fence used it actually for a fence. In one of the schools we planted, the school actually asked us to get them ornamental trees to beautify the place. So actually for that school, they needed beauty. And then we also saw some eroding paths. So they insisted too that we should plant along that line so that it can stop the waters from taking a path through that place. So we planted some trees there. So I'm sure it's going to help also curb erosion in that particular place.
We have planted trees in urban areas to address the impact of rising temperature. Over the last few years, there have been increase in temperature in Abuja, and the trees will help in cooling the environment and providing outdoor shade for urban dwellers. And so for us, this is significant. Apart from the climate action benefits of planting trees, we are also addressing localized problems in our country. We have been able to engage the government. We've spoken to officials in the Federal Ministry of Environment and also officials of the government that are in charge of the 23 million tree program. So we are aligning our project with the government with the national objective to reduce emission. For us, this is significant. One, we're a youth-based organization, and our partners have been young people from primary school, young people from secondary schools, and young professionals. And so it's about young people shaping the world, planting trees to change the environment, planting trees to tackle the impact of climate change. This is we're super glad to do this, and then we look forward to planting more trees to address the climate change impact.